When I got to Vietnam, I was supposed to be in a artillery division. When I got to Vietnam, they changed my designation from artillery to ordnance, which is ammunition supply. So I didn't do any traveling out into the actual war zone. And the travel that you had access to was very limited where we were. We had lots of guys coming into our supply area that were coming in from those areas, and you can see the stress on their face. Closest I ever got to it was the Viet Congs blew up our ammunition stores twice while I was there. But no one from our company got killed from it. So that I didn't have too much to do with. You know, you always have emotions. There's no way of getting around that. But mostly after you've been there about 30 days, most of the emotional part of it or the fear of it is gone. And from then on, it's basically just a job. Now that's where I was. If you were in infantry, that changed from day to day. So that part of it, I don't know anything about. I did support the war. And you had people on both sides. People that did support the war and people that were just there because they had to be.
Did you keep in contact with like your family at home and friends at home?
Yes. Mostly by letters. There was not, where we were, there was not telephone service. If you got what they called R&R, which was you could go into town and use the telephones there, but it was military telephones. I never really got to use those because they weren't actually where we were. And Saigon was only about 20 miles away, but I think I only went to Saigon twice the whole time we were there.
When did you return home?
Would have been sometime at the end of '68.
Okay. And how was it like after the war when you came back home? Was it hard to like readjust from what you had been doing for so long?
No.
Okay, well.
No, not at all.
Okay. Did you just go back into your job? Did you just find a new job easily?
Well, like I said, I spent a year in Fort Bragg before I got out of the service. And then after I got out of the service, I went back to the job that I had before I went into the service. They're required to hold your job, or at least give you a job when you come back.
How did it affect your life after you had been in the service?
Makes you appreciate life. Be free. Learn to appreciate this nation. There's no other nation like this. And you can't know that without going through something like that.